ओके, जो आप ऊपर में देते हो ना, यूजुअली नीचे दी जाती है, जस्ट इसको रिवर्स करी देना नेक्स्ट टाइम। ओके
ओके सर।
ओके, ऊपर में जो पेज नंबर देते हो उसको जस्ट नीचे एक लोकेशन में फिक्स कर दो, और उस तरह का मैंने कंस्पिकुअस होना मांगता है। ओके
ओके
चलो,
ओके
सीखो
सो
सीखो बेटे
सो
सीखो। या
So today we are going to look at the airport management system. So first let's look at the definition, like what airport is and what we can expect from the airport management. So airport is a place where the facility of landing, takeoff and shelter and repair of aircraft takes place, and it is used for transporting passengers and cargoes at regular scheduled time. So that is what an airport is. And so when we are talking about airport management, the airport management is actually the effective management of facilities that are provided, and the operations that the airport takes place, and to ensure that these operations and facilities are performed with safety and efficiency. So this is airport management. So now let's look at why there is a need for an airport management system for us. So the airport traffic volumes are increasing day by day. With this, it is expected or estimated that the number of passengers visiting the airport would double in the next 20 years. So managing of all these passengers would be difficult. So as the number of passengers increase, the burden of the airport management would increase. So that is why we are planning to build an airport management system. The AMS system will help the airport to enhance and optimize various airport operations with the help of software technologies. So now let's look at the purpose. The purpose, what the AMS would do. The AMS would primarily deal with the management of the operations that the airport carries out and the passengers that the airport uh, has. So the system will help the airport to optimize and make the processes faster, existing processes faster and efficient. So uh, these processes, various processes like the system will be dealing with are the passenger check-in and boarding process, the security management process, and so the passenger checking and boarding is a process where the passenger has to go and check in to the airport and get its boarding pass for getting board on the plane. And the security management deals with the custom people who are checking the people for what are the things the passengers are taking with them, and baggage handling and tagging. So this is one of the most important area for airport to take care of, because it is a very difficult task to handle this baggage, because passengers do have similar looking baggage with them. So the handling and tracking of those baggage is difficult when. So this is an important baggage handling and tagging those baggage. Then the staff that works in the airport, so that has to be managed by the airport authorities. And also the flights and the airlines that are going to serve the airport, serve the flight on the airport, have to be managed. So the we have to have the right timings and the departure and schedule for the airport, updated schedule for the airport. So other operations we can think about in today's scenario, like the COVID scenario that is going on in the world. So these new operations can be added to the system, which will be helpful in this scenario, like passenger temperature check. So passenger temperature check can be possible by the system. The system would require an hardware, some hardware for this, like a thermal camera, which will check the real-time temperature of the passengers that are present on the airport, and also other operation can be like less boarding process is very important in the scenarios of the COVID-19. So now let's look at the actors that are involved in the airport management system. So we have the airport authorities who are actually managing the airport. So again, we have the airlines which are actually landing and taking off their planes, their flights. So the airlines has the flights, and these flights carry the passengers, and also the passengers that are arriving at the airport are being served by the various employees. So we have the other actor, that is the employees. So employees is one of the actors for our system. So now let's look at the functional requirement for our airport management system. So the system should give control of all the operations from a central point. So we need the system to uh, have to give access to the airport employees and authorities to all the operations from the central point, and help the standardized operation help to standardize the operation across all the multiple sites where the airport authorities have their airport. Like if there is an airport at one place, there are many airports of the airport authority throughout the country. So at all the places, this operation can be standardized with the help of the airport management system, and it should provide a separate views and interfaces for all the different type of actors that are going to be using the system. So there should be a separation between the views and interfaces of the different actors the system would be using. So that would be used by this actor. So should provide a real-time dashboard for flight arrival and departure chart. So this is very important for the passengers as well. So the system should have a real-time dashboard for the flights that are going to arrive and depart from the airport. And more requirements. So should keep a record of a passenger baggage for proper handling and tracking. Should inform passengers about the gate number from which they have to board the flight. So this is also an important function. The system should be robust and portable. That is, it should be accessible with any mobile device that a passenger has, uh, or from a kiosk machine that is used for self boarding of a passenger. So the kiosk machine is like a small machine present at the airport, through which the passenger can check in themselves for getting the boarding pass, and provide dashboard for monitoring the staff operations for the airport authorities. So now let's think about what we can have as an architecture pattern for our application. So as we will be having a multiple views for different types of user of the system, so the MVC the design pattern, architecture pattern will be a suitable design pattern to be used. So we'll be using the MVC design pattern. So in the MVC design pattern, we have a model, view, and a controller. The model components of the MVC architecture has the information that is used by the application. So all the information is present at the model, in the model component of the MVC pattern, and the view component has the information that is chosen and necessary for particular graphical description or particular view. So we will be having different views in our application. So the view component will have the chosen graphical description, and the controller module or the controller component of the MVC has the logic necessary to maintain the consistency between the module and the view, and it also handles the user inputs that it gets from the user to manipulate the views. And we are using this MVC because it will provide us the separation and independence between the logic of the application and the UI of the system. So it will be helpful for us to design. So now let's look at what architectural style we can use. So uh, as the application requires to give access to all the operations from a central point, centralization of data is required in our application. So which will be an easy to implement with a client server architecture style. So we will be using a client server architecture style. So it is a layered type of architecture style which has servers and clients as the components. So we can have many clients, and even if required more computing power is required, we can have many servers as well, which will be doing the same job. So these will require connectors. So the connectors in a client server architecture are like procedural call connectors, and network protocols also are used as connectors in a client server architecture. So now let's as the application is a very vast application, so the use case diagram that we'll be seeing having different one use case diagram is not suffice. So we'll be first looking at use case diagram for passenger checking and boarding. So passenger checking and boarding use case diagram. So in this we have the actors like check-in representative and the passenger and the custom of the destination airport where the passenger has to go, and the baggage transportation actor. So these are the four actors involved in this use case. And so the first, the passenger checks in. So when he checks in, the check-in actually have different different types of checking are present in an airport. So you can have automated check-in, you can have the counter checking. Counter checking is the one where the passenger has to go to the counter and ask the representative, the check-in representative, uh, do the check-in process for the passenger. And the automated check-in can be done with the the kiosk machines that are present at the airport, or we can have the express check-in nowadays, which are possible with the online check-in process. So after the passenger is done with check-in, he will do the boarding process, and the boarding process is done. The baggage transportation department will be dealing with the baggage of the passengers, and the custom department will request the destination custom department will request the airport to send the passenger list that is being boarded on the airport, so that they can check their baggage, and also them when they land on that place, land at that airport. So now let's look at the sequence diagram for this. So we have passenger as a lifeline, then we have passenger service check-in, passenger service boarding, and the baggage transportation. So first the verify ticket is verified. If the ticket is okay, then the passenger loads the luggage. After the luggage is loaded, the luggage is loaded and been taken to the baggage transportation department, and then the baggage transportation department does the required things. After that, the passenger has to actually decide which seat, that seat preference on which the passenger want to sit on the plane. And once he express the seat preference, then the boarding pass is issued by the check-in service to the passenger. Once the boarding pass is issued, the boarding pass is verified by the passenger boarding process or the boarding process person. And if the boarding pass is okay, then the passenger is now ready to board the plane. Now let's look at the state chart diagram for check-in, the check-in process only. So the person who is checking in has to verify the ticket. If the ticket is not okay, then the passenger is not accepted for check-in. If it is okay, then generate a boarding pass, and also label and apply the barcodes and required identification mechanism for the baggage system, and then generate a list of check-in of passengers that are going to that has checked in the airport. Now this is the state chart diagram for the boarding process. So the boarding guy gets the list of checked in passenger. Verification of boarding pass take place. Then the verification of list of checked in passengers is checked by the boarding person. Then he generates the list of passengers not yet on board. So it may happen that the people who have checked in but they don't board on the plane. So in that case, the list of those people who have checked in but have not boarded on the plane has to be also maintained for the custom department of the airport, of the destination airport. So at last it generates the list of passengers on board. Now let us look at the activity diagram of this process. So we have a swim lane for passengers and airport authorities. So in the beginning, the passengers will give the ticket and his ID, like a passport or ID. Passport is required when the passenger is traveling internationally. For the domestic one, normal ID is also okay. So the gives the ticket and ID, and the ticket is verified, and then if the ticket is valid, if the ticket is not valid, the passenger has to be referred to the customer service of the airport, and they will check if something can be done with the verification of ticket. And if it is valid, the passenger gets going for the getting the boarding pass, that is for the checking in process. So it the passenger selects different types of can get the check-in, can do the check-in process in different ways, like online checking, kiosk checking, and counter checking. So after this checking thing is done, it applies for the baggage checking. And let's continue this diagram. So after the apply for the baggage checking, the baggage is taken to the scanner with the security department. They scan the baggage. If there is no fault in the baggage, then it is accepted. If there is a fault, then at the baggage counter, actually when we have to uh, scan our baggage, it is required that we don't put any electronic devices in our baggage. If there are any electronic devices, they are not allowed in the baggage of the passenger. You have to keep it with yourself in your handbag. So if there is any problem, then it will be notified in the scanner, and can be when you can remove that thing and then again accept the baggage. The baggage is accepted by the airport authority, and a barcode is generated by them. So this barcode will be helpful for actually tracking the bag, or tracking the bag when the bag is delivered at the destination airport. So the baggage is issued, baggage barcode is issued, then generate the boarding pass. The boarding pass is generated. The passenger then receives the boarding pass. Receives the boarding pass. So the passenger takes the baggage barcode and pay any fees if required. Is the if it is not if the passenger is having a weight of more weight of luggage than the prescribed one, then he has to pay the fee for that much luggage. And then the passenger then the airport authority will take the fees from the passenger and send confirmation and generate the list that is to be sent to uh, the custom department, and also being kept for the record. So now the passenger is ready for boarding and security check. So this is the class diagram. So in this we have actually various classes like employees, ticket, luggage, and boarding employees also. And so in the check-in employees, so we have the various process like verify ticket, checking in passenger. So the ticket is given by the passenger, which has a flight number and a ticket number. And then the flight number, with the flight number and ticket number, it is verified. If the ticket is verified, then the boarding pass has to be generated by the check-in employee. So boarding pass has the seat number. The passenger has to select and express the seat number he wants to sit at. Then the boarding pass generated will also have the gate number on which the passenger has to board the train, the date and the time and the boarding time of the flight that he will be taking, and the destination and the source of that flight. Then this boarding pass is, and also there is this luggage that is been provided by the passenger. So the luggage will have an identification, that is ID barcode, and also have some weight. So the labels will be given to the luggage and transport to the baggage transportation department. Then we are boarding. The check-in employees also maintain a list of passengers that have checked in the airport. So now the boarding pass, the boarding employees will verify the list of checked-in passengers, verify boarding pass, generate the list of passengers not yet on board, generate the list of passengers on board, and they will maintain all these lists: the list of passengers not yet on board, list of passengers on board, and this list of passengers on board is being sent to the custom at the destination airport. So they will be checking the customs, verifying list of passengers on board. So with this, the boarding employees will also generate the passenger list that will be boarding the flight, which will have the first name and last name and the contact number and the ID of the passenger. So now let's look at the architecture description diagram for the application that we will be building. So we'll be having various components like check-in and boarding module, flight airline dashboard, security check application, baggage handle and tracking module, employee monitoring module, and all these modules will be connected to a central server, as we are using a client server, with the connector, a procedure call connector. So this diagram is being made with the Arc Studio. So it is being connected with the procedure call connector, and as we will be also having a central database which will be storing all the data, and also as the application that we are making is the real-time application, so we'll be using a stream connector between our server and the database, the central database of our system. So now let's look at the tools to be used. So we'll be using Java Swing GUI widget toolkit for user interface design of the system, and we'll be using it because it will be helpful for us to implement the MVC architecture, because it supports the model view architecture. So it will be helpful. Java Swing and Java programming language for application logic. So also Java is a multi-platform language, so it will be helpful for us to implement on any platform, and we will be using MySQL database for our database management. Okay, any suggestions, please?
Okay. Anybody Rishabh Sonim? How बोलो how तुम्हारा दोस्त कुलकर्णी कैसे improve करेगा बोलो.
Sir, he has taken on all the aspects related to the passengers who will boarding the flight. But in airports, as we have seen, there are only 60% of the people there are only passengers. Airports nowadays have stores, they have various stores, they have malls inside. So various people also visit there just for shopping only. So he did. Did he have any plan for that?
Yes, we can add some modules for that management of those things also for the shops that are involved at the airport. It will come in the employee module also, because the people that are working on the airport. So in that we can add that. So these were the important things that are to be implemented that I showed for the working of the airport.
Ranveer, present or absent? Absent. Job portal, Jitendra Babu.
Hello. Hello,
Karate
Shubham.
Mara. Jitendra.
Sir. So my suggestion to Shubham is कि at the airport we will be having different check-in counters, right? Like
Yes.
for different airlines, we will be having different check-in counters.
Yes.
Like for Air Asia, we will be having different. For Indigo, we will be having different check-in counters, so that it will be easy for customers, right? So
Yes. Yes. Okay.
yeah, we can manage that as well. We will be having different check-in counters.
Okay, then we can
Yeah.
ask the passenger like which flight company, the airline company they are.
Yeah. Through which airline he is traveling, so
Yes.
that will be easy for him to do the check-in.
Yes, we can add.
Anybody else? Prateek Jaiswal. Prateek क्या
No,
जी?
sir.
हाँ
No,
बोलो.
sir.
Nothing. पूरा
No.
परफेक्ट है उसका. प्लानिंग इज परफेक्ट.
Yes, sir. Actually, I haven't visited any
I
airport.
haven't visited. अच्छा. Those who haven't visited is difficult to conceive. Yeah. So मैं बड़ा बड़ा सपना दिखाता हूँ कि आप कल विजिट करो और देखो how hard it is, how difficult it is. Okay. और कौन विजिट किया और कौन कुछ गाइड कर सकता है? Anybody who can guide? Andrila, anything you can guide to Kulkarni? Andrila.
Oh. No, sir, it
Yeah.
is okay. He has advised the tools also, so it's nice, I think.
It's nice. Okay. Anybody else? Help each other. In higher studies, you will see everybody learns by cooperation from others. By cooperation, others come forward to help him. Then the growth occurs. Each one grows with the help of others. That भाई तुम्हारा यहाँ पर कुछ कमियां है. Something you are lacking. So you should come forward to support your brother or sister. Okay. Let me speak out. Bombay, Kulkarni has seen a Bombay airport. I made him the head of Bombay airport. So he has to plan for providing facilities. So he is the head of facility provider. So to provide the facility, what are the facilities? Some flights, he will allow some flights to come to his airport, and some passengers, he will inform the passengers, my flights are here, you can board the flights, and he will see that his flights, whatever the flights he allows, operate with full technical provisions. Okay. So all the technicality of the flights he has to take care, because he has invited. He is the head of Bombay Airport. In Bombay Airport, there are about 950 movements. Flights operate in a day. So around 450 flights land and 450 flights take off. So he keeps the provision. He keeps the provision for 450 flights to land and 450 flights to take off. So it is his planning. So if the flights will land or if the flights will take off, how he will schedule the flight landing and flight takeoff of different airlines. For that, he has to organize some runways. There are 2 runways in Bombay Airport. So, if I divide 950 flights equally among 2 runways, so each runway has got 425 flights. 425 flights in each runway to take off or to land. So those things have to be scheduled properly. Those means the flights, 425 per runway, are to be scheduled. Of course, the scheduling is being managed by a great software called as ATC. That is air. What is that? What is the
Traffic control.
Air traffic control. Air traffic control software. A group of traffic experts, schedulers, manage that ATC software. How the scheduling has to be done for 425 flights per runway. The busiest airport is Atlanta Airport in US. There are 5 runways. And maybe here 425. There maybe it may be around 500 flights per runway. Maybe. I'm not pretty sure. So that is the job of ATC. That has to be organized. So one ATC tower has to be made where radars have to be fit and the flights have to be instructed that you take this runway, land in this direction, touch the ground at this point, at this speed, with this angle. So this thing is advised by the ATC staff, the traffic controller staff. So he has to make arrangement for the traffic controller people. That is the main safety of the flight. That's the main job. Then flights, he schedules them. He brings to the location called as apron, where the flights stay for a while to collect the number of passengers planning to move out or planning to move out from the airport or planning to get into the airport. That's called apron. From apron, he has to plan for taking the passengers to the terminal. To the terminal building. Terminal building means where he makes a different arrangement for collecting the passengers or helping the passengers to reach a particular location to collect their baggages. So nowadays in Bombay Airport, a lot of what they are called. They are called I'm forgetting the terms. I'm forgetting the words. Air bridge, something like that. The air bridge connects the flight door to the building. There is a bridge through which the people move out or enter into the flight. So the bridge is connected, aero bridge or something like that. So the aero bridge arrangement has to be done by by Kulkarni. After the flight of a particular airline comes, so those have to be scheduled also. So you see, the flight reaches the apron, then aero bridge. It's a big job. It's a huge job. It's a 50 persons working for 5 years. But each one has to know about the operation. Each one. So each one is responsible for whole. Until unless a person feels that I am a fully responsible for it, then the software won't function properly, or he won't be able to develop properly. Okay. Okay. So this is the flight part. Then passenger part. Passengers reach the airport, then the different terminals are there to organize the arrival or departure of the airport, of the passengers at the airport. In Bombay, I think 3 terminals are there. I remember, I think 3 or 4 are confusing. So at 3 different locations, 950 flights per day are organized. From terminal 1, maybe 100 or 200. From terminal 2, 100 or 200. So likewise, from different terminals, different airlines flight, take off or land. So that instruction had to be given to the passengers. Then, as the passenger come inside the airport building, to the terminal building, different slot in the terminal buildings is being given for different airlines. For what Kulkarni said, that luggage had to be booked, the boarding pass is to be given. That job is done by the airlines people, and airlines people give the rent for it. So the rent collection is to be done by the staff of Kulkarni from the airlines, corresponding airlines, for the space given by Kulkarni to the airlines. But Kulkarni has to provide them proper arrangement to transport the luggage from the airline staff to the point where the luggage are to be uploaded to the flight. So that arrangement usually are being done by the conveyor belts, and proper, as he told, proper software Kulkarni keeps for putting tag with particular barcode on the luggage, so that the luggage doesn't get misplaced and goes to the destination for easy tracking of the luggage and easy uploading or unloading. So that facility Kulkarni has to provide. It's very vast. It's very vast. Unthinkable. Huge job. Then some of your good friend told that some shops are there. Yes. A passenger will be going. For example, Kulkarni will be coming from Bombay to Jharsuguda to come to Rourkela. So he is hungry. He has come from Aurangabad. So he feels hungry at Bombay airport. So there are some shops to provide dress or to get some food or some different items. Shops are there. So those shops are being given on a rent by Kulkarni, the airport manager, to the concerned providers, for which he takes the rent. So rent collection from the shop owners. That's the income he gets. Then what else? What else? I told a lot. So it's a huge one. It's a huge one. Kulkarni has given a thought to it. Yes. I do appreciate his effort. Kulkarni, you add some portion of airport flight scheduling. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. It's a huge job. It's a huge job.
Yes.
Airport management is a huge job. Only I want that you should think in right direction. Think in right direction. I know it's hard. It's hard.
Yes, sir.
Pretty hard. I have given one to port management to someone. It is much more harder than this airport. I have given to port whom I wanted that he should speak out. I have
Nirmal.
given Nirmal, you didn't get any opportunity to speak. Oh, okay. I wanted that port management is much more. It is much more eye-opening. You, it gives a lot of information. You get a
That
lot of information.
Very much activities are there in a seaport. Huge number of activities.
Quite a huge number of activities. Huge number of activities. Very much eye-opening. Very much eye-opening. Very much. There is a good. You check a book. Kulkarni, you check a book. The name of the book is Airport. Okay.
Okay.
A very maybe 300-400 pages. It's a novel. It's a novel. Okay. But you get a lot of tips. Airport.
Okay,
It's
sir.
a novel. It's a novel. Maybe 300-400 rupees or something like that. Maybe the cost, I don't know. But it opens your eyes. It opens your eyes. And it helps to get a lot of information. So whatever the assignment I have given, all are highly informative for your future. Okay. Good effort by Kulkarni. I do appreciate. Thank you, Kulkarni. Let's go for stock. Andrila is keen to hear how she can invest in stock. Yes, Rahul, start. Andrila, are you having plan to invest in stock? Okay. Okay, Rahul, educate us. Educate everybody. Yes. Make it slide show. Yes.
Is it
Good.
visible, sir?
Yes, it's very visible. Only your page number should have been a little bit more bold and bigger size. Okay? Everything
Yes.
is okay. Okay. You don't have to write presented by. Only Rahul Sahu is enough.
Okay, to understand about stock management, we need to understand stock market because it is purely totally related to the stock market. So introduction to stock market. So stock market refers to the collection of market and exchange where the issuing and trading of the equity means stock, where the issuing and trading of equity, bond, other sort of securities take place, either through the formal exchange or over the counter. It means you can buy all type of stocks and bonds, mutual funds through the physical means like over the counter and through online means, also known as equity market. Okay, stock market also known as equity market. Equity means share market. So stock market is one of the most vital components of a free market economy because stock market is fully related to the economy of the country. So we can say it is a vital component as it provides the company with access to capital in exchange for giving an investor a slice of ownership. So stock provides a slice of ownership. Like if you have 30% share of any company, it means you have 30% ownership. So stock is related with a little bit ownership, you can say. And stock market is one of the most important source for companies to raise money. People invest their money in the different company uh, by purchasing the shares. So because of this, company gets a lot of capital, and further company invest this capital in expansion of their business. Thus they get profit and increase their business. So this is how it works. And the economy where the stock market is on the rise is considered to be an up and coming economy. If stock market is increasing, so we can say the economy is also increasing, because stock market is totally related with economy of the country. So stock exchange. So a stock exchange is the all related to trading of the stock, means we can say selling or purchasing of stock. So stock exchange is the place where we can sell or purchase the stock. So two most famous stock exchange in India, one is the Bombay Stock Exchange, and another is NSE, National Stock Exchange. So about Bombay. Bombay Stock Exchange is established in 1875, and it is formally known as Bombay Stock Exchange. It is the Asia's first and fastest stock exchange in the world, with the speed of 6 microseconds. So we can say it is really fast. All the processing of the stocks are very fast speed, and one of the India's leading exchange group. Today, Bombay Stock Exchange provide an efficient, transparent market for trading the shares, currencies, debit and debt instruments, mutual funds, bonds, etc. It has a global reach with the customer around the world. So we can say customer from the world can access this market to sell their stock and buy the stock from this market, and thus they can gain the ownership in the required company by taking the stock from this their company. And another stock exchange is National Stock Exchange. National Stock Exchange is leading stock exchange in India, and it is the fourth largest in the world by equity trading volume in 2015 report. And NSE has a fully integrated business model comprising our exchange listing, trading service, clearing, settlement service, market data, and technology solution, financial. So these are important for technology and financial, because money are invested in different fields. So NSE is a pioneer in technology and ensures the reliability and performance of its system through a culture of innovation and investment of technology. Investment takes place in different fields: technology, development, security, health, like that. So there are some type of investment in share market. We can invest in form of mutual funds and bonds, and we can buy stocks, means share. We can buy a share and sell share. So these are type of investment. Stock. Stock is a type of security that signifies ownership. As I have already said, stock is related to the ownership. If you have 30% stock, for example, it means you have 30% ownership in the company. So it is directly related to the ownership. So there are two type of stocks. One is common stock and preferred stock. Common stock has some preferences, like if you have common stock, you have authority, you have a power to vote in stockholder meetings if you have common stock. But in preferred stock, there is no facility of voting in stockholder meeting. So common stock is preferred more. Bond is another type. What happens in bond, a fixed amount of income in investment invested for a fixed time, so we can say this is bond. So bond are used by company, municipalities, state government to raise their money and financial varieties of the product and activity. So if you are investing your money, your fixed amount of money for fixed time, so this is the bond. Mutual fund, you can also invest the money in mutual fund. It is also like uh, investment in bank. Mutual fund is investment vehicle made up of a pool of money collected from the many investors for the purpose of investing in securities such as stock, bond, market instrument, and other asset. Mutual
Rahul,
funds.
Rahul,
Yes, sir.
you stick to stock only, no mutual fund. Rahul,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
only stock, no mutual fund. Don't go to mutual fund. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So stock exchange and how to purchase the stock. So before the purchasing stock, you need to know about the company reputation and their past record, their past like profit, how much profit they are gaining, and their current scenario. All these things you are need to know before purchasing stock. So stock exchange is simple, simply a place where financial instruments, we can say shares, can be bought or sold. So there are two mean: either you can go physically, and there they begin simply a meeting place where investors gather to discuss about company, their shares, and they buy share, they sell shares. Like you can go physically, and another mean that we are trying, you can buy the stock online, electronic, a sophisticated electronic dealing system that run on computer. So you can operate it from anywhere, like throughout the world. You can upload for it's you can operate it from anywhere. So a stock exchange is fully related to buying the share and selling the share. So people can share by people can sell the stock, and if the price of a stock is increased, so they can sell uh, at a high price, thus they can make profit. Purchasing stock, we will skip this portion. So trading account, stock market, here you can say ledger. Okay, here you can see this is stock market, where you can buy the stock from stock market, and you cannot directly buy the stock from your bank account. So there is another account that is called trading account. So money is transferred from your bank account to the trading account, and by using this account you can buy the stock and you can sell the stock. So all the stock that you have purchased is saved in the demat account. Trading account is like we see in Paytm and other, there is wallet. So we add money in wallet, and from there we can purchase the things like that. This is the trading account that is connected to your bank account. So from your trading account, you sell the stock, and you buy the stock. So what makes a stock price up and down? Why we say stock price in upping and increasing and decreasing? So it is all depend on demand and supply. If demand is high, so we can say the share will increase. Like current scenario, we can say after the lockdown, the Maruti company share increased by 40%, because after lockdown the demand drastically increased for the Maruti company, so the share of Maruti company increased by 40%. And today I was reading in newspaper the share of Sonalika tractors was increased up to 70%, because the after lockdown huge demand was there. So you can say demand affect the shares value. When to invest and when not. So there are two conditions those are related to stock market: bull and bear. If the stock price are increasing, so you can say bull, and if the stock prices are decreasing, so this is called bear condition. So price going up means bull, and price going down means bear. So this is the symbol, arrow symbol going up. This shows the increment. So this shows the status of the company, and this symbol going down means there is decrement in the share value. So here is a use case diagram. It is very basic or simple use case diagram for. So here it is one actor is here, and our system is connected to any one stock exchange market. So we can say it is Bombay Stock Exchange or National Stock Exchange. So our software will be connected to this market, and from there it will fetch the data about all the stock, like their price, their status, all the listing of the stock will be extracted in our software from the stock exchange market. So here we have some feature like client registration. After that we have client login. So first we will register to the software, our software, and then we will log in. After there will be some features like view stock. So there will be a list of all the companies, and with their status of increment, like how much increment they are showing. So there will be list. So, and there will be another feature like buy stock and so sell stock. I have added a mutual fund, so I will remove this as sir said. So this is all about UML, and other is activity diagram. So I have shown the diagram for purchasing of stock. So first client will register, then it will be verified, and then it login. After login, it will click on the view stock. So all stocks will be there in listing manner. So you can search the stock by company, like if you want to take the stock of Honda or Tata or Jio, so you can search by company, then you can select, and you can see the past records of the company, like how it is going for 3-4 years. Their shares are continuously increasing or decreasing, or what fluctuation they are showing. So you can say you can see this, and according to this you can make a decision that you have to buy or not. After that you will select some quantity, like how much share you want to purchase. Then you will buy the share, and that will be verified by stock exchange market. Then all of your shares will be saved in the demat account, like this. And sequence diagram I have shown here for same stock purchase. First you will register, and then you will log in. After that you will select option. There will be option for buy, or there will be option for share. I will add some options for comparison of shares of two companies. So there will be comparison of their percentage increment, like one company is showing 14%, one company is showing 50%, like you can compare comparison, and then you can decide which share you want to buy. Then you will buy the share, and there will be some payment option I will add, like you can payment through debit card, credit card, or UPI, and then you will add some quantity, like how many stock you want to purchase, and after that you will make payment, and that will be verified. After verification, your stock, you have purchased the stock. And you can time to time you can check the, like you can check the status, like stock values increasing or decreasing, and you can sell the stock when you feel uh, stock price is enough to increase. So like this is a component diagram, and here is a stock management software, and we have some functionality like view stock, buy stock, sell stock. I will add for mutual fund and bond purchasing, like this. And our this software will take the interface from the stock exchange market, like we can connect it from London Stock Exchange, New York Stock Exchange, and we can connect more than one NSE, BSE, New York Stock Exchange, like this. So this is it, sir. Hello.
Go ahead. Anything else?
Sir, I couldn't add a class diagram because I'm not getting, sir, a very detailed view of it. I don't have any experience, sir, about it.
Okay. Good
Like
conclusion. I
nobody.
do appreciate. आप जिसके एक्सपीरियंस है बात करो, धीरे धीरे सीखने की प्रयास करो, सीखो, ठीक है?
Yes, sir. I
It's
will
very
talk to some
yeah.
person who is
Good. You
in share
explore. You
market.
make a share market and try to build up the class diagram. It's necessary. It's necessary.
Yes, sir.
धीरे धीरे
Definitely.
सीखो, मेरे को दिखाओ, ठीक है?
Yes, sir. Yes.
ठीक है. Anybody else? Anybody who can help him? Who can help? Anybody who can help? Siddharth, can you help in some
Yes, sir.
way to Rahul? Rahul doesn't have much knowledge. He has
Yes.
read something and developed something. How
So
can
right.
you help him?
So I too don't have as much knowledge in stock marketing.
Anybody? Dire dire, everybody learns. In course of time, everybody learns. It's very difficult. Because the parameters on which the stock varies is difficult to predict. Very difficult to predict. It depends on supply and demand, company-related factors, investor sentiment, and their concept. Immediately changes.
So your voice is cracking, sir.
Sir, voice is not clear, sir.
I don't know why and how. The internet problem, what to do. So a lot of natural calamity, exchange rate. So these are the parameters on which the stock price depends. And prediction of the stock price is a multi-objective problem. It has a lot of variables that affect the price. So prediction of the stock price is a very leading problem. But everybody gets motivated to invest money in stock because it grows faster. If a company, as Rahul told, that Maruti is growing fast. So if Rahul invests 100 rupees today, so he expects that it may turn out to be 150 next year. So he gets his expectation. If everything goes smoothly, as of now, as per his planning, whatever is showing the trend of Maruti, so he expects that by next December, 100 rupees will be 150 or 1000 rupees will be 500. But if he invests in bank, in the State Bank, then he will be getting maximum 5 rupees in a year. So 100 rupees becomes 105 in any bank. So here people get motivated to invest money in the stock because it grows fast. Whoever has got any extra money, they get motivation to invest money in the stock. In China, the students like you, if they have some extra money, they always intend to invest in stocks so that it grows fast. As I told, Rahul expects 1000 rupees. If we can invest today in Maruti, it may become 1500, or if not 1500, at least 1250 next year, December. He expects because of his knowledge about the different parameters of its past growth. So he develops the motivation. But as I told, there is always a very big chunk of risk involved in it. The corona problem came, all the banks went through very tough time. The people who had taken the loan, they stopped returning the loan amount. The banks earned from the loan. So whoever had invested like good banks in Axis Bank and HDFC Bank, they didn't get that much return and the bank's stock value started falling down. So likewise, because of the corona problem. So it depends on a lot of environmental parameter as to how the stock price varies. So one has to be very much careful about the growth, about the bear and bullish character of stock. One has to study a lot. A lot of machine learning techniques are there which help in guiding the investors. Then, well, he has given an attempt. He should give little bit more effort to indicate the growth, the regular, the variation of the price of each stock, because the stock price varies in every minute. It starts operation from 9:30 and works up to 4 p.m. So during this whole lot of time, the value varies every minute. So how it varies, he should study a bit because it will help him to go deep into the problem. Otherwise, for a novice, as he claims that, sir, I don't have absolutely any knowledge, and he has learned little bit. I appreciated his attitude, his thought process of learning something. Very good, very good. So he has done something, but there is always a scope to enhance his knowledge base and do much better. It's a very difficult problem because prediction is very hard, depending on lot of environmental parameters. If Bengal Mamata falls down, some other party comes, then the stock price goes up. So a lot of parameters it depends on. So it's a multi-objective problem, but people work on it, and those who are smart, they earn a lot. So slowly, whenever you have free time, you will slowly, I know you will get the motivation when you earn some money and try to invest in it. It will give a good return, but you have to be very careful. You invest today and tomorrow withdraw whenever there is a possibility of any loss. Anyway, that's okay. So time is running out. It's already 5:30. So last and finally, social network, another Facebook by Vikas. Okay, Vikas, come forward.
Sir, it is visible, sir. Hello. Hello.
Yes. Make it slideshow. And this one, the page number, you should come bring in the left hand down, left hand side below. Okay. Go ahead. Next class. Okay. Slideshow.
And
Make it a slideshow.
sir, I have already slideshow. I have done.
Nah.
Is it not
No, it's
full
not
screen,
showing
sir?
slides.
Eh?
Because it's not showing slides so to us.
It's not showing, Babu. It's not showing. Slideshow किया नहीं आपने? विकास बाबू देखो.
Sir, I have done, sir.
2 थप्पड़ खाओगे. करो ढंग से.
Sir, is my slide is visible or not, sir?
Yeah. Because your slides are visible, but the slideshow is not visible. Just
Top
share it
left
top.
there is option from beginning. Click on this.
Yes, I have clicked from beginning.
अरे
Now
you
it is.
again do it.
That is
अब
fine.
बात सुनते नहीं हो. विकास कभी बात सुनता नहीं है. ढंग से करो. क्लोज करो फिर अगेन दोबारा करो. ढंग से होगा. सीखो
Okay,
बाबू.
sir.
सीखो. क्लोज करो. करो.
Now it's visible, sir. Hello,
2
sir.
थप्पड़ खाओगे. ढंग से सीखा नहीं है. देख, I can't kill time for you.
Hello.
नहीं
Because
बाबू.
slideshow is not visible.
Vikas,
Yes, sir.
just
Yes, Pratik.
stop sharing and start it fresh and go from desktop.
Share the desktop screen, because
Yeah, share desktop.
Now it is visible, sir.
now start the slideshow first. Yeah, it's visible
Sir,
now.
it's visible.
Yeah, start
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Learn it, Babu. Learn it. सीखो.
Yes. Now come to the point of social network. Social network is a community of people who share their ideas and interests and activities to others. Nowadays, we know social networks are the common platform to show show their ideas and interests and activities to others peoples. It is a large number of people, especially the youth nowadays. No one can live without having an account of Twitter or Facebook or Instagram and many more kinds of social networking site. It is connecting the people at low cost. Now come to the point of introduction. The social networking term was first coined by the Professor J. Bond in 1950, and, who defined the size of social network as a group of about 100 to 150 people in the network. And according to a report of Nielsenware, about 2 by the third of the world population participate in some sort of the social network, and it is so much useful, and we are talking messaging, calling in day-to-day life. It is also useful. It is also useful for society, as everyone can use it without discrimination. In this 21st century, there is so many social networking sites, and they have their own goal. Some have goal of socializing, like online communities like Facebook, WeChat, MySpace, and many more. And some have goal has career or business opportunities, like LinkedIn software. And some have goal have matching making, like wedding portal, like Sadi.com or Bharat Matrimonial. And some have social networking have a goal get in touch, like Facebook, WhatsApp, and many more. Or we can roughly say the social networking sites or websites that allow people to stay connected with other people in online mode. Now come to the point of what function requirement of social networking site. In function requirement social networking site, each user have valid user ID and password that can enter on that portal and get access to that portal. Who don't have the user ID and password, then can go with sign up and make a new account and log in it again. In this one user have only one profile. They one profile they can make with email ID, unique email ID, and or mobile number. And after the login, he or she can edit their profile or post or messaging or chatting with others people. Now come to the point of non-functional requirement. In non-functional requirement, user have their unique user ID and password that can secure the user data of user. They can only known by themselves. uh, they put in the portal user ID and password, they can access them. Uh, and it is available at 24 to 7 hours. And non-functional requirement, there is one of the most important feature, password recovery system. If user forget their password, then by the help of password recovery system, they can change their password, they can modify the password. Okay. Now uh, in case of redundancy in a social network portal, there is no case of redundancy of data. And when user sign up their account, they uh, they sent the user ID and password via email ID. Now come to the point of architecture view. First, as many initial social networking platform, uh, first starting social network port social networking platform come in the picture in starting of the 21st centuries. uh, that is first social networking site is 6degrees.com. That is the first social networking site. and that is not get popular because of the drawback of in their architecture. And nowadays we know there is so much popular in this era of social networking site like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, and many more sites that is popular in this era. And in initial stage, the social networking site as using the peer-to-peer architecture, and that times they have uh, they have faced many design decision problem, then shifted to the hybrid peer-to-peer network. As an example of Skype. Skype has a peer-to-peer based media source, but there is some challenges in peer-to-peer architecture. Then it shifts to the peer-to-peer hybrid network. In client server architecture, first we define the who is client and who is server who provide the service, and client who receive the service. In server, server is server could be provide any service ranging in web hosting, processing, or storage, etc. Client is a recipient connected to the service over the internet. Now now come to client server architecture provides the security for all clients. uh, what securities provide client server architecture? It is provide the securing of the data that is stored on the server side, data client side. That is the most important feature of the client server architecture. And when server are active with every session, it is easy to make session login and log out. Here every client and server, every client request and server response, and all the request and response is going through the firewall, filtering through the firewall over the internet. I- in the initial stage, first when social networking sites come into the picture at 21st century, there is some architecture challenge, architecture challenge, that is performance challenge, scalability challenge, and availability challenge. Performance challenge is what it is the response of every user request in a real time. And that time, if traffic increases in that site, the number of member increases, and the number of member increases in that site, then data storage problem occurs, and that is going to degrade the performance, and that is a challenge to the engineer uh, to overcome this problem. And now second one challenge is scalability challenge. Scalability challenge is nothing but it is maintain the performance in which every response or request to response or traffic increases in site, or number of members increases in that site, or data is stored in that site increases. That is maintained by the uh, that is maintained. This is called scalability challenge. And now come to the point of third challenge is availability challenge. Availability challenge i- is nothing but it is to have provide all services and access to all data stored to all user. And all the challenges is overcome by the three three tier architecture in the server side. And and first year architecture in 3 years architecture of server side. First one is web server architecture. Uh, first first is web server tier architecture. Second is application server tier architecture, and third one is database tier architecture. In web server architecture, what is web server? Web server is host a website on the internet. When web server is usually associated with the front end activities like how website looks, how it feels, how it behaves, and login validation are is handled by the web server. For example, if we take an example of Facebook user, uh, Facebook user, then Facebook user log into the Facebook portal, and request generated by the client is solved by the web server. Okay, now come to the point of application server. Application server is usually consist of server which hosts the server side application. The application server contains all the business and business function logic of an application. For example, the business logic related to what content should be displayed to the user. For example, if we log in the Facebook portal, where we can application server provides the priorities, what what friends are post you can see, or what the ads you can see. This is are handled by the application server. Now third one is a database server. Database server, it stores the actual data, and there exist a variety of databases yes, a login credential database is the other database, and other data is like photos, video, media, and so many. Uh, it's stored in other database, and it is all handled by the database server. For example, user is data such as picture, videos, post, login credential. Uh, User going to store in the database server. Now come to the point of use case diagram. Here, what is use case diagram? Use case diagram is nothing but it is used to gather the requirement of the system, or we can say it is identify the external and internal factor which is influencing the system. Here is two actor, one is user and the other is admin. User can first register him herself, then login, then can do many operations like edit their profile, change their password, accept a friend request, reject friend request, send friend request, posted on the timeline, and upload photos, post message. Or if any message that is not appropriate, then they can report it. And all the operation handled by the admin which have some extra feature. They can delete the profile. They can uh, send a user warning on behalf of the reporting on message. They can sustain the user account. Now come to the activity diagram. What is activity diagram? Activity diagram is visually present the series of activities, or we can say similar. It is similar like a flow diagram or data flow diagram, flow chart or data flow diagram. Okay. Here it is a start position, and after user have already have a user ID or password, then he can log in. He can log in, and after the login, the decision box check the user credential login is correct or not. If valid, then come to the user's timeline, and here 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 he can add friend or such a friend, yeah, such a page, or write a post on their timeline, upload a photo in a gallery, or message they can send, or reply the message, or delete the message, or they can change their password or update their profile. After user have done all the activities, they can log out, then session is closed. If a user don't have a user id or password, they can sign up and register, and after they can log in again. Okay, now come to the point of sequence diagram. What is sequence diagram? Sequence diagram is simply depict interaction between object in sequential order, or we can say that it's describe how and what order the object in a system function. Here the admin login page sequence diagram. Here admin can go into the login page, and after going a login page, they put a user id and password, and after putting the login detail, verification process is going on, and after it that login detail is searching in the database, and in database if login detail is correct, then provide the access authentication, provide the authentication. If a user forget their password, then then check the security of is is admin is right or not. Then he check the database where where admin have a email id, then send email id to reset password. After after this, user can reset their password and log in again, and then access it, and after user admin can log out, then log out successfully. Now come to the class diagram. Here, what is the class diagram? It is the main building blocks of object oriented modeling, and purpose of class diagram is to model the static view of an application. Here is some classes: user, admin, database, registration, account, login, and post. User can have and the attribute name, email, mobile, password, and they can use the operation like login, log out, sign up, edit profile, etc. Here here user first going for a sign up, and mm, then register himself or herself. Then it is submitted, it is accepted by the admin, and that data is stored in the database, and admin can manage all the user activities, they what they post, or what is doing, all the activities is managed by the admin. Okay, a user can also change their profile or password, uh, and many things. It is a it is a simple class diagram, and many more I have to add. Now come to
शुभम मिंगोले, आप जरा ये क्लास डायग्राम ठीक करो तो मैसेज पासिंग वगैरह, मैसेज पासिंग
Yes, sir.
एंड रिलेशनशिप. शुभम मिंगोले,
Yes, sir. Yes.
आप जरा देखो मैसेज पासिंग एंड
Sir, association.
रिलेशनशिप,
Yes, sir.
एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ रिलेशनशिप. जरा देखो, ये लास्ट क्लास से डायग्राम है सब्जेक्ट की, सो ये ढंग से बनना चाहिए. या करो.
Now the relationship
Everybody
between
should learn.
account
Yeah.
and user should be 1-to-1, because every user will have only one account. There will be 1-to-1 relationship between users and account. Again, between registration and admin also. And between user and post, there will be from 1 to many. The relationship from user to post. Yeah. Yeah, Vikas.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. I will.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, check all the multiplicity. The user can post many number of posts, so it will be from 1 to many. For login registration account, it will be for 1 to 1.
आप करो, विकास करो, विकास एक एक करके ठीक करो, सब सीखो.
Okay.
Everybody should learn. विकास करो.
Yes, Vikas, can you edit it in the
Yes, sir.
slides?
विकास
Sir,
आप कर सकते हो.
may I stop the same?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, go
Yes,
to.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Go to your class diagram and share it and make the change there. Yeah. Everybody should guide because
Okay.
there should be proper invoking,
Yes, sir.
message passing, and proper relationship you should show. This is the last class diagram of the whole semester. तो सारे सिद्धार्थ help him, everybody to help him. आज रात 12 बजेगा. This class diagram has to be perfect. Yeah. This class diagram has to be perfect, 100% perfect. जब तक 100% perfection ना हो आज की क्लास खत्म नहीं होगी. ढंग से बनाओ बाबू, सीखो. ओ आपकी बना हुआ नहीं था.
नहीं सर, बनाया था हमने, उसका स्क्रीनशॉट लिया था.
कहाँ बनाए थे, कहाँ बनाए थे, खो गया कहाँ.
हमने बनाया, ये हमने स्क्रीनशॉट लिया था बनाने के बाद सर.
बाबू जहाँ बनाए थे वही, जहाँ आप चेंज कर सकते हो वही पेज खोलो. सब आपकी मदद करने के लिए बैठे हैं. उसको ढंग से आप कैसे बना पाओगे.
Okay sir, I will make a new sir.
हैं?
Sir,
तो ये रात हो जाएगी.
मेरा saved sir, maybe I don't save sir.
अरे बाबू सारे इंतजार नहीं. हाउ कैन आई वेट. अरे वहां चेंज करना आसान रहता, फिर आप शुरू करोगे. नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये ऐसे यूज वन नहीं, छोड़ो आप. लर्न इट बाद में. फर्स्ट क्लास इन द स्वा ऑन कमिंग वेडनेसडे आपको करके ढंग से लाना है. ऑल रिलेशनशिप, ऑल इन्वोकिंग. नेक्स्ट वेडनेसडे पहला यही चीज होगा, सुबह 9 बजे. ओके ओके ओके. विल क्लोज डाउन. नहीं 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 नहीं. अगले वेडनेसडे 9 o'clock वी हैव स्वालाब.
ओके.
नेक्स्ट सेमिस्टर की शुरू हो जाएगी मंडे से. और लेकिन स्वालाब की फर्स्ट हाफ एन आवर मैं आपके लिए दूंगा और आप पूरा ढंग से सबकी मन खुश कर दोगे. बेस्ट क्लास डायग्राम विथ नरेशन विथ डिस्क्रिप्शन दिखलाओगे. ठीक है, पूरा बेस्ट क्लास डायग्राम. आप जितना गुरुदेव आपकी है सब सिद्धार्थ वगैरह सबसे बात करो, सीखो और सबसे बेस्ट क्लास डायग्राम आप दिखाओ. इन्वोकिंग, रिलेशनशिप, कैसे मैसेज पासिंग, ये सब होती है. ढंग से बनाओ, सब आपके क्लास डायग्राम से जैसे सीख पाएंगे. ठीक है, आप खुद गुरु बनो. जितना आपकी बेस्ट फ्रेंड है सबका हेल्प लेके सीखो और वेडनेसडे मॉर्निंग 9 o'clock को दिखाओ. ठीक है, half an hour I will give you. Okay. Okay. We are closing.
Okay, sir.
We are closing. Ingole,
Yes, sir.
आप attendance ले लो, आप close
Yes,
करो.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. We are closing. We are closing this semester. This semester gets end here today. Today is the last slot for this semester. On Monday at 4:15 we will be starting SOA class. सर्विस ओरिएंटेड आर्किटेक्चर आप थोड़ा पढ़ी लो, कल छुट्टी है, क्या SOA क्या है, क्लाउड के लिए क्यों जरूरत है, और आजकल जमाना क्यों क्लाउड की दिशा में जा रहा है, why we are moving towards cloud and why SOA is a very helpful architecture for cloud. थोड़ा कल थोड़ा देखो, पढ़ो, and we will be following a book by Thomas Arl. On Monday at 4:15 p.m. we have the class. Okay. Till then, bye. Till then, bye. Till then, bye. 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 Bye.
Because I am taking the attendance. Wait for. Write down the name. You can leave now.